Hi, I'm Lori Lighting, and welcome to Dreams, Visions, and Revelations. I was just reading over the healing tree that is listed in Ezekiel 47, Revelation 22:2, as well as Revelation 2:7. And I have a question for you to ponder and to think about. Why would there be a healing tree called the tree of life in the new heaven, where there's no longer going to be sickness? Do you think maybe is because this tree, which has the leaves that are for healing of nations, before now, that as children of God, we have full access to the kingdom of heaven, to use here on earth, that we have full access into the kingdom now because we are in Christ Jesus and he is in us. So therefore, as Jesus Christ is sitting to the right of the throne of God, that's where we're sitting as well, because we are in Christ Jesus. So we have full access to his kingdom right now at this very moment to bring healing down into the nations. We have full access to that healing tree that has the leaves that are for healing the nations now, and not when we're living in the kingdom. I had a dream many years ago of this tree, and I have asked the Lord many times, what was this tree? Why did you show me this tree? I have asked many people throughout the years if they have seen this tree. No one yet that I've met and talked to has seen this tree. This tree was a gold tree. It was living. It was alive, and I was standing right in front of it. And the Lord was just showing me the glory of this, and it was phenomenal. I was blown away by it. He showed me this when I was in my mid 20s, early 20s, mid 20s, and I was just standing in awe of the glory of it. That's all he showed me, and I woke up. Well, it's a gold tree, and we all know what gold represents. It is purity, it's righteousness, it's the glory of God. It has been completely purified. There's nothing, anything that is like he's no impurities left in it. It's just pure gold. This is what this tree was, and the leaves were just full and healthy, and I've never seen it ever again. Jesus gave me a couple of visions the other day, and the one vision was of a leaf. It was a gold leaf, but it was alive. It was a color, like a goldish color, and it was on the bottom attached to a silver object, and it was it almost like the silver object had holes in it for wrists, and there were several that went in a row, like down under below each one. And as I look at it now, it reminds me of, when I think about it now, it reminds me of handcuffs. And so that was the first vision he gave me. And then he gave me another vision of I'm walking with a lady who had been in prison. She still had the shackle on her wrist with the chains, and the chains were black. And I grabbed her, and I was holding her, like we were walking arm in arm, and I was walking beside her through the fields of beautiful yellow flowers. And I just get the fields of God's glory, that we were walking in the freedom in Christ Jesus in his kingdom. And that's all he showed me there. So I've been pondering these two visions over the last couple of days that he has given me over the past couple of days. And he has been speaking to me about setting his captives free, delivering his people the hope which is of him. That we carry the hope, we carry him in us. We carry his glory. And he's calling us to go out and to cast and deliver his people, his broken, his lost, the saved, but also the unsaved, but also the saved, those who are still been bound by sin, by the devil for whatever reasons. We are called to go and to deliver his people this day and this hour. We have full access to the healing tree that is in his kingdom. He is the living tree, the tree of life. And we can reach in and take one leaf, which is all we need, which is part of him. And we can deliver that to those who need healing and deliverance this day. He has anointed us for this, and he just wants us to understand, like, he didn't just give this revelation, this vision to Ezekiel in Ezekiel 47. He just didn't give this vision to John in Revelation 22:2 and Revelation 2:7 for nothing. He was showing them both, the prophets in the days of old, what is in his kingdom, and that it's for healing the nations in the present, not when we're in the kingdom, living eternally with God. It is for now. And so we have to step out and start bringing the glory that we carry to those who need it. They need healing. They need to be set free. We need to break those strongholds. We have been called to go and redeem them by the blood of the Lamb out of the hands of the enemy this day and this hour. The silver also represents redemption. Jesus is calling us to go and redeem his people. He will redeem them, but we are to go and tell them about Jesus and who he is, and that he redeemed us. So now we need to go and tell others that Jesus wants to redeem them as well. So I encourage you to make sure that you just start to really, I encourage you to read Ezekiel 47 for yourself, Revelation 22:2 for yourself, as well as Revelation 2:7. And I just ask Jesus to explain that more fully to you. And maybe he'll show you that tree that he showed me over 20 years ago. I still remember it to this day, and I'll never forget it. I do carry that healing in me. His body, his glory is inside of me in that healing tree, the tree of life. And I have that leaf, and I've actually just pictured it, just having that leaf today, and just I tucked it deep into my heart, and that's where it is now. So I encourage you to rise up and be all that he's called you to be. Talk to you soon. God bless.